Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Melissa here. Today we're talking about self-concept and I'm so excited about this video because I feel like I've really been working on my self-concept these past couple of months. Self-concept refers to the image we have of ourselves and our behaviors. That's also how I define it as well. It's basically just the concept that you have of yourself and how you think of yourself based off of your beliefs. Please remember that this is a journey and a process that takes time, and it takes a lot of digging deep inside of your psyche to really figure out how you truly feel about yourself. So first thing I want you guys to do is take a piece of paper, take a journal out, and get clear on who you are. Get clear of where you're at this moment and what you believe about yourself and how you feel about certain things, okay? And be brutally honest with yourself. Really talk about what it is that you need to fix in order to have a different belief system about yourself. So for me, I knew that I spent way too much time on my phone or procrastinating. So I knew that I had to fix that. And one of the ways that I did that was by replacing my screen time with other things. So I found hobbies that I really liked. I started doing Bible study, I started meditating, journaling, just replacing my time with other things. So ask yourself questions like, are you lazy? Are you self-deprecating? Are you desperate? Are you controlling? Whatever the answer may be, don't be scared. It's really important to be aware because your subconscious mind controls 95% of your mind. Your conscious mind only controls 5%. So you have to get deep into your psyche and realize, like, what do I secretly believe about myself that I do not want to admit? After all that shadow work is done, you want to create your ideal self, and you want to ask yourself certain questions like who your ideal self looks like, what do they do, how do they act, how do they feel. And this part to me is really fun. I love creating a new identity, a new self, a new way of being, because I feel like it's like a brand new start. I left the old Melissa yesterday and now the new Melissa is here today and she's starting brand new. And it doesn't matter how many times I have done this little song and dance with myself, it does not matter. I have started new like 1,000 million different times, and every single day I'm just gonna keep trying. So if you hear this advice and you're kind of like, yeah, I've tried that and it doesn't work, it's because you keep giving up. You have to just keep going and keep trying. Look into past inspirations. So if you really like Lori Harvey, ask yourself what you like about Lori Harvey. If you really like Princess Diana, what is it about her that you're attracted to? Think about your role models and how they have affected your life and what you desire from them that you could bring into your own personality in your own life. Don't forget that life is really a game. You're supposed to have fun with it. You're supposed to be like, okay, well, since I can be anybody and whoever and change at any moment, any given time, what do I want to be starting now? Use your journal, and use your journal correctly. I feel like a lot of people just use their journal as a way to talk shit, when in reality that should be the last thing that you use your journal for. Your journal should be a place of reflection. You should be writing certain situations and then using alchemy to transmute those feelings into something positive. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, then I'm going to use an example. So let's say that you had a professor that gave you like a D on an assignment that you felt like you did so well in. Instead of complaining and using your journal as a way to talk your shit, instead use your journal as a way to change that relationship that you have with that event and make it into something positive. You can reflect on this experience and how you can be better next time and how you could talk to your professor about your grade. Do it in a more sound tone versus coming up to her angry because you already talk your shit in your journal and now you feel entitled to a certain grade. Trust me guys, you don't want to act like that. You don't want to be entitled. You want to reflect in a really objective way and from a bird's eye view, because that's the only way you're going to grow. If you always think that you're right, then how are you supposed to grow? Now, 4, stop using self-deprecating jokes as a way of humor. People are so comfortable saying certain things about themselves like, oh, I'm so dumb or I'm so stupid, da da da. It's not helpful, and your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what you are saying as fact and what is supposed to be a joke. It takes everything for what it is, and if you keep saying certain things like, oh, I'm so dumb, it's going to believe that you actually feel like you are dumb, and you're going to create experiences that show that that thought and belief is a fact. That's just how the mind works. Your mind literally creates instances where the things that you tell it manifest into the reality that you're currently in because it wants to prove itself right. Trust me when I say you don't want to be relatable in that way. Your friends are still gonna love you even after you stop saying mean things about yourself. They're probably gonna like you even more because they're gonna feel like, wow, Melissa, she always says that she's smart, she's beautiful, she thinks this of herself, she thinks highly of herself, and it's true, I do. So of course they're going to see me and want to reflect that in their own life. You don't want to create a community of people that just hate. because then that's how you attract more hate and negativity into your life. And my last thing is to do mirror work. I love doing mirror work. I do this every morning when I wake up. I look at myself and I make sure that I spend time saying positive affirmations to myself. So I say things like, oh my god, I look so beautiful, I love my body, I love the way that I look. I spend time, you know, when I get out of the shower, I spend time lotioning myself and really like taking time to massage my body and do some lymphatic drainage massages as well. This is a great way to get to know yourself and to know what you look like in the outside world. I feel like people are so comfortable just shying away from mirrors, and there was a time where I was like, oh, I'd rather not know what I look like to other people. How I look to other people is not my concern. Actually, it is your concern, because how you look is how you're going to be treated. In order to control your subconscious, you have to control your narrative. You have to say things, even if you don't necessarily believe it in this moment or it hasn't come into fruition. You have to believe that it's going to, or that you're going to believe, or this is the life that you want to lead from now moving forward. So affirmations like, I am my dream woman, I get the life that I want, I attract abundance, I attract money into my life. These are things that I say to myself daily in order for my subconscious mind to know, hey, Melissa likes herself. She believes that she deserves everything good, and she is abundant and attracts money into her life effortlessly. So that way it can create actual scenarios where I am attracting my dream life and I am doing the things that I need to do in order to be my dream woman. It takes time. It's not an overnight thing. It's not like you wake up one day and all of a sudden you believe that you're the best person in the world and no one's above you and blah blah, and you're this confident person and you walk into rooms like God sent you. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes a lot of people conscious effort. I think people just want to be born with certain things, certain traits. People want to be born with the confidence of a supermodel and be funny like a comedian and have all these traits, but they never even sat down and thought about the reason why these people are funny. The reason why supermodels are so beautiful is because they take time to cultivate who they are. You won't do any good just pretending that you're perfect and that you don't need to change. Everyone has something that they need to change in this world and in this life. So being aware of your faults and where you lack is a great way to start. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe and comment down below what you're doing to improve your self-concept. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you made it all the way to the end, then I love you. Thank you so much.